duduk mana screen? Yes, duduk sini. Kenapa? You kena duduk kan? Tak ada. Saya akan dengar presentation ni. Ni, mana dia bayar? Dia tahu tak apa. Right, apa ni? Apa saya nak cakap tak perlu tak ingat dah. Kita buat je lah. Alright. Okay. 15 minutes from now. Lebih kurang je. Okay, alright, carry on.
Okay, good evening to doctor. So our members are Nur Fatihah, Nur Safia, Anna Auni, and me myself, Clarissa. So today we would like to present our innovative project called CELLOPOLLIS. So this CELLOPOLLIS stands for City of Cell, where each cell organelle is represented as a part of a city, and this project was designed to help the student understand the cell structure in a more fun, visual and interactive way. So this CELLOPOLLIS is categorized as a teaching aid, and it helps students to visualize and remember the names and the functions of each cell organelle more effectively. So we use this Bio Smart Box as an interactive note. And then this project is designed for biology Form 4 syllabus, and it focuses on the topic cell structure and organization, which is often challenging for students. So there are several problems that faced by the students when learning this topic. First, they find it difficult to remember the names and the function of the cell organelles. And the second one, the cell structure are microscopic and abstract, so the student cannot easily imagine them, as they only can see in 2D diagram in their textbook. And then the third one, the 2D diagram in the textbook do not clearly show 3D structure and interactions. As a result, the students rely on memorization, which lead to low motivation and weak long-term understanding. So therefore, this CELLOPOLLIS was created to address these problems and improve student understanding of cell biology.
So now let's move to our learning objective. So first of all, our aim is to help students understand and memory. So instead of relying on passive learning, passive memorization, so students will learn organelle, function of this organelle in fun and interactive way, such as we use CELLOPOLLIS gameplay. Next, for multiple learning style, so if you can see here, this game support a visual by a combination of image. This image they use animal. So it also support the logical and interpersonal learner by problem solving and discussion. Next, collaboration and teamwork, where the participation, the student who play this game need to work together, need to communicate, need to make a decision, and help one another to finish the game. And lastly, for motivation and interest, because biology structure is abstract and difficult for students. So this CELLOPOLLIS helps students to learn in interactive way and have engagement and also enjoy. Now, move to our theory that we apply to this game, to this CELLOPOLLIS. First, we use Piaget theory, Piaget cognitive development theory. So how the CELLOPOLLIS apply Piaget theory? First, by active exploration, the student actively have engagement with the game by moving a car, motivation. Next, they need to answer the question, and also making a strategic decision and memorizing the facts to answer the question. Next, operational thinking, where the player use concrete operational thinking when following the rules, strategy and formal operational thinking by answering the hot question. Third, knowledge construction, where students assimilate new information about organelle into what they already know, and this accommodate their understanding when faced a challenging question, for example, hot situation. Next, we also apply a Werner discovery learning theory. So from this theory, it proposes three modes. First, inactive mode, where the student need to choose the physical interaction by moving the car. Second, iconic mode, by involve a visual element like organelle image. We have multiple here, multiple here. Then symbolic mode, where involve understanding of scientific, and abstract concept. So lastly, we use Vygotsky social development theory. So here, highlight the importance of social interaction in learning, where the student need to discuss answer with their friends and also the teachers. Then share the idea and help another one to during the gameplay. So this collaboration support the learning within the zone proximal development, where the student can solve problem by guidance of teachers and also friends.
Okay, now we will move to the how we will demo these 4 games. Which is the first one is as we know the spin of wheel. So how the student will use this game is to the first one the student must to spin the wheels and then spin. Then wheels. Okay, so next the student need to remove the organelle name tags. Organelle name tags. Then the student must make this organelle name tag in this box. So we have the pictures of the organelles. Then lastly, the students need to place it on the cell board, which is to identify with the organelle is plant cell or animal cell. Like this. This is for the first game.
Now, we move to our second game, unlock the cell. So, unlock the cell is game for the student about the characteristic of organelle. So, as we know, in biology, animal or plant cell, we have a lot of characteristics of them. So, by this game, it can help them to memorize back what they have learned from smart boards. So, how to play? First of all, the student need to throw the ball into the cup that have a key. So, if you can see, each key has different colors. So, the color is for to unlock the key here. So, for example, this red one. So, when we unlock this, it has a question here. So, the question is about the characteristic of the organelle. So, the student or the player need to read the characteristic and need to give the answer of the characteristic. And if we can see, the characteristic here and here is similar. So why we want to help students to memorize it easily. Alright, for the next game, we have cell bank, and this game we use the concept like vending machine. So students just need to twist this, and the ball will going down. And inside this ball, there's questions about the functions of biology cell. So it is a multiple choice question for students to answer. Okay, this game will improve students' memorization of the functions of biology cell.
What's the last one is salvage up. Salvage up is about comparison between plant cell and animal cell. As we know from the first station, which is the first game, third game, second game, is about to identify the function, structure, and how the organelle works. So for the last one is the student needs to know how to differentiate between plant cell and animal cell. For example, like is it plant cell or animal cell? Which one have a cell wall? So they need to put in the right way. Like right now, cell wall, plant cell have a cell wall, and animal cell doesn't have a cell wall. So that's how the comparison between the plant cell and animal cell makes student more understand the difference between them.
So now we want to show you how we play this game.
So now with the presentation, done already. All the elements will be presented, not yet. Oh, okay, never mind. So the demonstration will be at.
So how to play this game? We have four cards here.
You got four there.
We go to station 4.
Station 4.
The students will play the self-benefit station. So if the other students will throw the dice and they got the second station or the station, which is white station, they need to answer the first question we play here. So they need to answer questions. This one for example, hot spring. So we need to critical thinking about the animal cell and plant cell, how the function work, why, for example, why mitochondria is important in our daily life. What happens if our body doesn't have mitochondria, because mitochondria is generate our energy for the whole cell in our body.
Tadi tu kalau misalkan you the hot question, what are the numbers for your apa tu brands tu? 5. And then after that finish.
Yeah. Not yet. Continue until the last stage.
And this animal is to as a model that we use to explain cell biology organization for animal and plant. So this animal and this plant. Shall we continue the
Right.
Now, I will explain about the significance of the CELLOPOLLIS. The first one, we have enhanced conceptual visualization and shift learning from rote memorization to we remember the from the textbook, we must do actively participate in the class, and then so the student can really more understand about this topic. And then next we have the foster a collaborative classroom environment and support the diverse learning style. So as we know that in this in the class, the student have group work and sharing their ideas and opinion and also learning from one another. So this approach actually support the visual, auditory and kinesthetic learning in the same classroom. And then moreover, this CELLOPOLLIS also use the 3D conceptualization, city cell design and smart board system to explore dynamic organelle interaction. So the 3D and the city cell design actually help students to relate with their real life situations. So this allows them to see how the organelle interacts within the cell clearly. And the last one is to promote the active participation, conceptual understanding and motivation and long-term knowledge retention. So overall, students will become more motivated to learn about this topic and then participate actively in the class and retain the knowledge for a longer period of time.
So for the next, we have novelty. Our innovation is innovative educational program for Form 4 biology students. So we transform all the cell biology into interactive learning to attract students to learn more about cell biology. So in this our innovation, we use smartphone as interactive notes and our CELLOPOLLIS board game, and then we have many interactive mini games that can promote active exploration, problem solving, collaboration and thoughts for our students. And then besides that, our innovation also can enhance students understanding, motivation, retention of cell structure, organelles and functions. And then besides that, we also can improve students' cognitive and critical thinking.
For the last one is about the commercialization, which is this product is designed for the Malaysian education system and aligned with Form 4 KSSM syllabus. And for your information, yes, this topic is in Form 4 syllabus, but usually this topic can suitable for all science students too, because this topic is based for their learning in science, especially in biology, because it's about cell, it's about how animal works and plants work.
Tolong ambil boleh? Kita on.
And then this is suitable for commercialization because it can use to teacher.
Alright, carry on.
It can use to the teacher or maybe can be used for private tuition. So basically all teacher and student like to have active learning like this, because as we know biology is a lot of facts, so they need to
Sekejap je Hello, Assalamualaikum. Dia cakap bulan ni Januari tak apa nanti saya ulang balik pas masa boleh sebab 23 tu masih tak boleh saya ada event kat sini alright boleh terima kasih okay, Assalamualaikum.
So lastly, this game and model is very suitable because the combination of smartboard and hands-on activity can make the student more attractive interactive and fun to learning with their teacher or maybe with their own self. So this can be from this project can be achieved how to make sure the student not to be bored in science especially and also more understanding to be a critical thinker. That's all.
Let me see.
For your information, Doctor, CELLOPOLLIS is detective. Police is mean bandar. Secret. Yes.
So let the students play and we can sing and send an anonymous message for us. So that session is for us for feedback. Maybe we can give, or maybe we can use this method to another topic.
Step with them is easy because we can see the first one play roll the dice and move along the number station like Nikki you just now. And we have station 1, station 4 and 6. The game 1 and then the hot station. Structures. And the colorful thing, the student more memorize. Ada banyak lagi kalau nak kenapa pun. Main dengan saya.
Okey. Dan kita ni banyak. Okey, dah habis. Sama. Ini ke sana kanan. Jom. Sama.
Video ni tutup.
Lawak sangatlah. Oh, depan lah.